Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. Today is December the 9th, 2025. It's almost the end of the year, and it has been a long time since I have said it is time for your good word for the day with Dr. A. I hope that you guys have been having a wonderful 2025. My 2025 has been wonderfully, I'm going to say wonderful because that's what I'm claiming, eventful. And gosh, the last 6 months have been whew, it's been a journey. That's all I'll say. But I am so grateful to be in Gloucester, Massachusetts this morning, albeit I am freezing my little butt off sitting on this bench. I'm assuming that's the ocean behind me. It's gorgeous, whatever it is. And I know you're thinking to yourself, Dr. A, that's great. That's wonderful. We see you. What do you want us to be mindful for today? What is our mindful message for today? I have been reflecting over the concept of safe spaces. In a couple of hours, I'm going to do a training. I've been traveling and training in social emotional learning and future ready skills. And one of the things that I share with people in my sessions is the concept of creating space, creating a safe space. And we hear it all the time. We hear so many people talking about creating safe spaces, needing safe spaces, and what does that really mean? And today in our session, we're going to talk about what does that feel like, what does that look like, what does that sound like. When I think about safe space, and one of the things we share is when I can show up as my true self, when I feel safe to be real. And some people are like, I'm gonna be who I am all the time. But if you really take some time to reflect, there are spaces where you feel more comfortable to fully be yourself, to be your quirky self, to be your literal self, to be your questioning self. And I'm saying those things because I have a person in my life who always points out that I am so curious. I'm always asking questions. I'm very literal in my thinking, and I have come to accept those things about myself, because what happens is that when we don't accept those things about ourselves and then someone points it out to us, we will try to hide it because we think, oh my gosh, that's not a welcome thing, or that's not a good thing, or people see that critically. And so when we think that people are going to judge the who we are at our core, we hide it. We don't feel safe. We don't trust that we will be received in the way that we want to be received. And of course, there's a whole lot more to that, as far as, wanting to be received in a certain way and wanting to be seen in a certain way and thinking that we have the ability to control that, and we don't, because that's within someone else. How we're received, how we're seen, how we're defined, the role we play in their minds. We don't get to really influence that, and that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. What I want you to be mindful for today is, I want you to really think about, the spaces, look at me, the spaces where you feel the safest. Why? Those spaces where you feel like you belong. Why? Who's there? Who's not there? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? What does it look like when you feel most comfortable showing up as your true self, where you feel like you can take off the mask and be okay with who you see in the mirror, and go a step further, when you can be okay with whatever version people decide for you in their minds, and that you don't feel the need to convince them, to perform for them, to change their minds about you, because that's not your work. Your work is to get in touch with who you are, learn to accept, learn to love who you are, to learn the spaces where you feel most comfortable showing up, those spaces that you call safe. And then I think even a step further, learning how to create those spaces for yourself within yourself, so that no matter where you are, you feel safe to be yourself. I think that that's good work to commit to on this Tuesday, on this terrific Tuesday. So I want to bid you adieu as I go get me a bite to eat before I go and share a good word with a group of middle school educators today. And I want to share with you that if you want to make it the most terrific Tuesday that you have had in a long time, you can do that by being kind to yourself. by being kind to others, and by gifting the world those smiles, baby. Because when those smiles are beaming, you look better, you feel better, and everybody around you, they feel better too. Take care, everyone. Mwah.